Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, it's early. I haven't had to get up early for stream in a while because I've been on holidays, and so I could start later and still be okay. But nothing lasts forever. Not even holidays. Oh, I have to fix my game capture. Hold on. Oh, it's so small. Make this bigger. There we go. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna continue Holiday Star today. We are starting the fourth and final chapter of it, not including the little tiny side stories. I seem to remember this chapter being longer, so we probably won't finish it today. Because I will have to start work in like an hour and a half. So we'll get through what we get through, and what we don't get through we'll do later. So without further ado, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit too. Let us go in. The day the night slept after. So this is a direct continuation of chapter 3. And chapter 3 and chapter 4. My brain wasn't braining there. Are both kind of rely on knowledge from the true root of the original Hatoful Boyfriend. So if you haven't read that and you want to someday, I'm gonna be spoiling it, and the game is also gonna be spoiling it. So just a warning. You promised me we would go together. I thought you alone understood me. I believed in you. Why? Why? Why did you do this to me? Please enter your name. Okay. No.A. Mono. Oh yeah, also, I don't know if we're gonna get into the meat of it, but also, this may come as a surprise to someone who thinks, oh, it's a funny visual novel about birds. Trigger warning for, like, in-depth discussion of depression and suicide in this chapter. Yeah. No, like, graphic depictions or anything, but, you know, it's a topic that comes up quite a bit. Is Mono No.A okay? Yeah. At last, the day is come. The day of my final victory over you. Isa Soma. I know you are here tonight. My heart flutters just imagining your ungainly form prostrating itself in fear before my new weapon. Look up at the night sky. The stars, the moon, they all give me their blessings in this, my decisive moment of artistry. Never mind, it seems to have clouded over. Can't the weather try to read the atmosphere at least a little? Come on, you ninnies. The star player has arrived at last. Show a little enthusiasm. Ah, it is of no matter. Nothing can overshadow my day of glory now. Prepare yourself for the end, Isa Soma. Nishikiko. Oh no, I messed up his name. He gets really mad about that. Nishikikoji Tori, the artist, the one and only, has arrived. Tremble before me, pitiful fools. Wait, no, give applause for the glory you are about to witness. Tonight I unveil my... Didn't I just ask for applause? What is this silliness? This is my grand entrance. You must... Oh no, they're eepy. Oh, I look eepy too. Hold on. What happened to me? This wasn't actually a planned thing. My camera just stopped working. Hold on. Oh. Hello? Why, the bird's dead. Hello, Vino. They're not dead. They're sleeping. Also, I fell asleep too. Oh, that's not where... Okay, now we're good. They're sleeping because they got trapped in the dream of the holiday star. Yeah, I was just having a sleepover with them. Because remember last time on Hatoful Boyfriend, Holiday Star, they went to see the eclipse with all their friends at the school, and then they had a dream about going on a train and going to the Holiday Star and having an adventure. But then when they thought they were going to wake up, they didn't wake up, so they're all asleep. What on earth is going on? Oh, Yuya's awake. Ah, good Mr. Editor-in-Chief. I'm afraid we're in the middle of a sexy and gradual process at the moment. Oh, yeah. So they almost boiled those guys, but then they saved them. But then they were helping the king with all the errands, and then they thought, oh, it's time for the sun to come up, so we're gonna wake up now. But then instead of the sun coming up, it just became night again, because the sun never comes up on the holiday star. Also, I think I should start saying this. Whenever, someone at my work... Oh, no, I'm not saying as much in the new year. Whenever someone at my work asks me when something will be done, I should just say, I'm afraid we're in the middle of a sexy and gradual process at the moment. Could it wait? You two are Nishikikoji Tori, right? As you can see, we're a little busy. We really don't need more problems right now, so just sit tight and hold it, kiddo. Actually, I suppose you're not that young anymore. How rude! I still have my youthful vigor. More importantly, what's going on? Oh wow, the BGM's really loud here. I'm gonna turn you down just a little bit, Hatoful. That should probably be good. This is entirely too strange. Could you fill me in a little, please? Oh, I just finished doing that. Were you not listening to me talking to chat? Okay. Would that we could. If anybody here knows what's going on, please speak up. Everyone gathered here to see the total lunar eclipse. And the eclipse started. So far, everything is fine. It's just a normal school outing. But then things went wrong. When the last corner of the moon was hidden, everyone here fell asleep. Asleep? Their brain activity is normal. They're all experiencing an extended period of REM sleep. REM sleep. He's doing the Solid Snake. REM sleep. So then, they're dreaming. That would seem so. What's the problem then? You can just wake them up. Well, we can't, and that's the problem. REM sleep is when the body sleeps, but the brain remains awake. Normally, you can wake someone experiencing it up quite easily, but we can slap their faces and shout in their ears all we want, but they don't wake up. An entire astronomical observation group fallen asleep at once. It's strange, but not unheard of. I suppose it's a form of mass hysteria. I've heard that in past cases, the birds involved have woken up by themselves when the moon becomes visible again. Unfortunately for us, the eclipse ended a while ago and they're still asleep. Do you suppose the clouds have something to do with that? Quite possibly. They gathered right as the eclipse ended, so we haven't seen the moon since before it started. It's awfully hard to believe. How could looking at the moon cause something like coming through? It's my catchphrase. You really need to tailor your speech to the occasion. You are completely lacking in grace and quite rude. The people here are the ones being rude. There's something wrong with a place where dawn doesn't follow pre-dawn. Nageki and I came to this dream country, the Holiday Star, on the night train. We got to run errands for Mr. Forward King, and we got to see our friends, and it all seemed like good fun, but when morning was coming and we thought we were gonna wake up, morning didn't come. Who are you talking to? She's talking to chat, just like I was. Hi, chat. Yeah, the camera, of course. These episodes weren't all released at once, so people have probably forgotten what happened last time. Being so directly aware of the camera seems a little unprofessional to me. Whatever. It's better to give the readers a hand. Yeah, Nageki, can't you see she's streaming? Come on, dude. Mr. King, are you in here? I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. His Royal Highness, the King. Burr, 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 burr. Hello, I am the King. Mr. King, you wretched little blob of lemon yogurt. Oh, the King was very scared, because the human girl had come with a scary face and a fierce voice. He's shrinking, Miss Mono. Control yourself before he disappears entirely. What kind of a wimp is he? Something isn't right here, Mr. King. The night isn't ending and we aren't waking up. Oh, the night does not end. You do not wake from the dream. What are you talking about? Night is followed by a new morning. And after that, a new day. Oh, the King said the holiday does not end on the Holiday Star. Oh, so nice. I wouldn't have to work today. The holiday is forever. The King asked, if a new day were to come, would the holiday not have to end? Would that not be strange? We seem to have arrived at riddles. Common sense makes a very poor weapon in debates here. Well, in that case, how can we get home? The King said, there is no returning from the journey you have taken. You should know this well. The dead can never return to life. Where did that come from? What do you mean, Mr. King? Isn't this just some happy dream theme park or something? Oh, the King said, this is the land of dreams. This is where birds who have died wait dreaming for the end of eternity. That would make sense for me, but Your Majesty, not all of the birds here are dead. And there's a living human right here. We didn't do anything aside from watching the eclipse, right? Maybe we got hit by a gigantic meteor. If we die that suddenly, we might arrive in the land of the dead while still alive. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes, someone arrives here a little early. But the king is kind, and so is always happy to entertain those who need to wait for proper citizenship. No, thank you. She's coping. We're trying to. This is not a great situation. Let's leave already, Nageki. Do you think we should? This does seem like the place for me. Let's go back to the school. You don't need some pushy king who forces people into staying in his country either. Land of dreams turning into a land of nightmares. You're right. Indeed. I can't say I like it much. We can get back to the school on the train we took to get here, right? We'll go home whether you want us to or not. Don't bother to see us off. The king said, "Oh, the train will not come." Why not? The night will not end. There's no station. And the train will not come. I don't follow the logic. Is that really surprising, given who's talking to you? I've had enough! We're finding a way out on our own. Well, that sounded really cool, but how are we gonna get out? The station we arrived at was right around... There's nothing here. It's gone. Seems so. Maybe it stops at a different platform when it's going the other way? But I don't see any platform anywhere. Excuse me? Citizens of this land? Oh, yes, miss? We're perfectly normal tourists, and we came here to sightsee. Oh, how wonderful! This is a very nice place. You're welcome to move in. No, we're here to sightsee. We don't want to stay. Aw, is that right? Have you thought about staying permanently then? Stop repeating yourself. What should we do, Nageki? This is like verbal dodgeball. I think we have to find our own way out, like you said. And now, we need to figure out what to do. Can't you just wait for it to clear up again? Even if it doesn't, shouldn't sunlight work just as well? No, we can't. We've got a time limit, you see. What do you mean? Alien brains are unstable things, barely out of a period of rapid unnatural development. And right now, everybody on the ground here is suffering from a disconnect between their brains and their bodies. If we leave them for too long, they won't be able to wake up again. They'll be stuck dreaming until they die. That said, I don't know what'll happen with the human. What? So they'll become vegetables? Issa Soma, you cretin! Wake up! If you're going to slip it into an eternal dream, at least do it after being appropriately awed by my artistry. I want to head back in. Do I have your permission? Do you understand what you're saying, Sakazaki Yuya? Head in? Into the world of dreams? Mmm. Chicken and veggies. Yum, 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 yum. I'm a messenger of dreams. Sounds pretty romantic, doesn't it? One of the victims, Shirogane Sakuya, is a relative of Sakazaki's. Sakazaki can synchronize with his brainwaves and access his dreams, if he follows the right procedure. Yeah, you know. The right procedure. It's a very strange thing. Everyone here is seeing the exact same dream. Almost like a field trip of the soul. Yeah, he can just do it. Last time I went in, I confirmed a few of them aside from Sakuya. And I suspect that if I can spur them into action directly, we can get them out of there. Your job here isn't to take a hit for your younger brother. Can you promise me you'll act with discretion? Yes, sir. I can. Understood. Your orders, Sakazaki, are to enter the dream through Shirogane Sakuya, extract the people trapped inside, and pull out. This'll only be a success if everyone comes out alive. And that includes you, Sakazaki Yuya. I still remember when you almost died in the end of Hatoful Boyfriend. Yes, sir. Wait just a minute! What's in that bottle? Is that stuff legal? And those are sleeping pills? Yes. He's about to enter someone else's dream. If he wants to get in, he doesn't have much of a choice. This isn't something to do on a whim. Ah! This can't possibly be good for you. Don't come crying to me if you start experiencing embarrassingly personal side effects. Everything has a price. If you've got a goal in mind, you'd better be prepared to pay up. Here are the electrodes. Tori's used to dreaming about Issa in his waking moments, huh? Yeah. The science birds have very complicated old bird yaoi going on. Here are the electrodes. I'll be keeping an eye on the monitor. You ready, Sakazaki Yuya? I think basically what happens if you are a scientist and a bird is that if there's another scientist bird that is better at science than you have a very complicated love-hate relationship with them. Speaking volumes about the author, no doubt. Maybe. Yes, sir. Ah. Jeez. Fine, I get it. I'll help too. Why are you so angry all of a sudden? He read chat. I'm not angry. I just can't stand being here with you two stealing all the dramatic roles. Let me do something too. You want to get rid of those clouds, yes? Oh, can you do something about them? Just who do you think I am? I am the man once known as the Crawler, the former head of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division. And now I go by the Champion Bad Guy. I am the greatest advisor in the artistic research sector, Nishikikoji Tori. Do you think my new weapon can't handle a few puny clouds? Oh, I see. Certainly sounds impressive. How soon can you be ready? Wind speed, air temperature, humidity. Once I've collected some meteorological data, my calculations will be simple. Give me 20 minutes, and I shall unveil my masterpiece. Huh. So you'll be cracking the dream from the outside, while I go at it from the inside. Sounds good. I'm going under. I do. There's a... Are you familiar with Steam emotes? They used to... I don't know if they still do, but when you'd complete badges for games, they'd have the little emotes that you can send in Steam chat. And there's a Yuya emote where he's holding up his wing and he's got a little sparkle wink, and he's got a rose, and that's what I imagine every time he says adieu. He's doing the little wink with the shoujo sparkle and the rose in his wing. Yeah, they just have the point shop now. It's crazy. This is the place where he was having that tea party. Looks like it isn't too easy to plug a hole in here once it's open. I can't let myself get forcibly ejected again. Time to find everyone and convince them to say goodbye to Dreamland. And as for the people he's trying to rescue... Oh, please take it easy. This kingdom's a wonderful place. Oh, just take it easy. Ah! Double take it easy combo! Doesn't look like anyone's changing their mind. Hold on, Nageki. I have to drink some of my coffee. If I don't have my coffee, I might get stuck in Dreamland, too. They just keep on asking us to move in. We're not gonna learn anything from them. Time to break through their line and find the egress. Let's go, Nageki. Anywhere, as long as we get out of here. That doesn't sound like much of a plan. Excellent, mon ami. Your reckless energy is a sight for sore eyes indeed. Good point, yeah, why don't they just inject some espresso into their veins? Maybe they don't have any here. It doesn't seem like... Actually, it kind of does. A picturesque little village like this, you'd expect it to have some cafes. Maybe they only have decaf. Floppy Dove Man! I thought you'd be stuck in a mysterious land getting sued for inappropriate behavior by the Queen of Hearts by now. I'm so glad you're okay. A real hero always saves his good moves for the final scene, after all. Which is to say, we've got an emergency. I can't risk sticking around too long and getting banhammered again. Oh man, that's really dating this game. So I'll keep this quick. This place is not real. We have to leave quickly. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't even be here. But we don't know how to get out. Meaning, it's not enough just to be aware and want to wake up. What's going on, Yuya? Will we be okay? Please tell us whatever you know. Well... Alright. Stay calm and listen. I'll fill you in on what's going on in the real world. And if we stay like this for too long, we'll turn into potheads? Not potheads, Miss Mono. Vegetables. Exactly. And that's why I'm here to find you all. Wake you up and end the dream. What's going on? What's that light? A flare? Is this some sort of super mission signal? The ground's shaking. I don't think that's a flare. That was pretty fast. I guess he's got more than a big mouth after all. Angle. Set. Power. Set. Backups. Set. Perfection. Ah, pure pearlescent moonlight, shine on my beautiful figure. A night as artistic as this needs no plain, ugly clouds. Allow me to introduce the pinnacle of my efforts in the field of optics. Nishiki Koji Masterpiece X792. Point Light Weapon Systems AC Vortex. This BGM again, yeah. I love this BGM. Yuya? What's going on? Is this some sort of natural disaster? Oh, a friendly bird is giving us a hand. He's going to break this dream from the outside. The sky is getting brighter. Is it morning again? I can't say I'd be unhappy if the moonlight alone fixed everything, but... well, we'll see. What do you think you're doing? Yes, what do you think you're doing? Why are you trying to break down our beautiful castle? The king will not let you leave. Ah, the clouds are parting. Good work. That was kind of scary. But of course. Have I ever failed? Yeah. You failed like 2 chapters ago. Now, oh beautiful full moon. He is a nice king. He wants us to enjoy the holiday that lasts forever. So we can't leave, because then we'd have to go back to school and work. Now, oh beautiful full moon, show us your lovely form. The king said, don't leave me. Don't leave me behind. What is this? This must be some sort of joke. I am not dreaming. Is this not reality? Yeah, it is. What you and I are seeing should be real anyway. Then what is that hideous thing doing up there? The king made an egg. A giant, enormous egg. A giant black egg to hide the kingdom away. Miss Mono. Miss Mono? Ah! What a crazy dream, huh? It's a little early to say that. Peak VA, thank you. The nightmare isn't over yet, mon ami. I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Not after you said all that flag-raising stuff, Yuya. Things certainly look a little different, at least. It's pitch dark all around us, and quiet. There's no sound apart from our voices. It got bright, and there was that earthquake, and then the king showed up out of nowhere. What happened? Well, I'm not entirely sure myself. I think we can safely say that king fellow doesn't want us leaving, though. I think he shut us in. This is kidnapping. Hey, Mr. King. What kind of VIP treatment is this? I don't want any of it. There's no reply. It's just a cold, dark abyss. What do we do? Nageki, Yuya, are the others okay? The king doesn't seem to want to let any of us go, so he's probably trapped the others in here too. Of course. We can't see anything. So we can't. I can just barely make out Nageki and Yuya, but if they stepped back even just a little, I think I'd lose them. Yeah, we're all stuck in a big ol' egg. And if there's one thing I know about eggs, it's that they're dark inside. I actually don't know if that's true, Because maybe light can go through the eggshell. But this egg is dark inside. You know, as someone once said, if the chick can't break the world's shell... I don't remember the quote from Utena. Egg yolk POV. Yeah. We can't see what's a wall and what's a corridor. We'll never find any. Hey there. In a bit of a bind, eh? Oh. Mr. Migrant Bird. Well, it's good to get stuck like this. Be troubled as much as you can while you're still young. Now isn't the time for friendly old man wisdom. You know him? Well, we've bumped into him a few times. Truly inspiring half quote, No.A. Thank you. He's just a hungry old man. A hungry old man. That's a depressing way of putting it. Professor Nanaki and the doctor are the only two adults asleep on the roof. What's going on here? You're a migrant, right, mister? Do you know how to get out of here? Oh, I haven't the slightest. If you're going to show up right when we're stuck, can't you at least be useful? I enjoy that it has the little clap noise there, like someone's doing... Are you familiar with Manzai comedy? It's the kind of one of the primary forms of Japanese stand-up comedy, and that's where the bokeh and the tsukomi, so someone says something dumb, and then the tsukomi, they kind of stick their hand out and they slap them, snack, and they're like, "That's stupid, why didn't you say anything useful, you dummy?" I like that they have the little slap sound effect in here. It completes it. I've never been good at sticking to a goal. I just wait for the wind to blow and head wherever it smells like tender grasses. There's no need for you young folks to be in such a hurry either. Why not take a break for a change? Well, we're gonna die. Kinda like the Three Stooges. Yeah. Except with Manzai, it's you have the straight man, like the tsukomi, and then the bokeh, who's the dumb one. Because then the tsukomi can react to the bokeh being dumb. It's fun. When you think about things in that lens, you notice a lot of comedy anime following these rules. We appreciate the thought, but alas, we're a little short on time right now. We're one step away from a permanent vegetative state, after all. We're still alive. We shouldn't be here. Why reinvent the wheel, eh? Yeah, it works. It's funny. Well, I may have come here naturally. Oh, is that right? Oh, I thought there was something odd about you. So you came here early by mistake? I like living fast. Yeah, that does sound like a problem. Are only dead birds supposed to come here? Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, don't look so down, you weren't far off. Really, this star isn't a place anyone should come to. What do you mean? So it's not where we end up when we die? Ah, birds who pass their names to the stars wander the night sky. There are any number of places to see. But there's also stars like this. Stars which aren't stars. It's a bit like a hemantophyde's light, if you see what I mean. Hemantophyde? Okay, I'm glad I wasn't supposed to know what this is. A lure for prey. Or something like that? Oh, it's a real problem. If I get stuck on a fake star like this, I can't continue my journey. Gotta find a way out. I'll go take a look around. doors. I don't remember if we make a choice here. I'm going to save. Thankfully, the MC is dumb, so she can ask about all the things we don't know about. Exactly! This is the benefit of having a dummy main character. It's not very bright, but I can see some starlight now. There are tiny stars everywhere. I hadn't noticed them before. Oh, your eyes are getting used to the darkness. See? A little break now and then can help too. He's right. My eyes are used to it now. We're standing in the center of a large round room with 2 doors? Maybe everyone else is through those. Though we can't tell where they lead. Ah, don't you have your map with you? We just got shut in here. We didn't get to bring a strategy guide along. Oh, but doesn't the Morning Dove there have a planisphere? Yes, I have it. Oh, there's your map. Nageki's planisphere? Oh, it's a very nice planisphere, but will studying constellations now really... Egg. An egg? It looks a little like a dark nebula. Oh, that's a bad egg. When an egg turns black, it's rotten. Black is the color of a poor chick who died before hatching. Oh man, that got grim. We're just a bit above the very bottom now. The star's lights are bird souls. Burning bright and happy, even in a dead egg. It's kind of eggy, yeah. So, you want to get out of here? Oh, my job is to find everyone and get out, yes. I think I'm ready to go home. And I want to see tomorrow. Look, we're one step closer to hatching. Chicks grow teeth to help them tear out of their shells and into the new world. We only need them that once. With them, we can break out of this shell by our own strength. No matter how tough the shell is, it'll break eventually. If the chick is alive, it can break free. This is a false star. That wasn't a real light you saw. That was the lighthouse, luring wanderers in from the Milky Way. A false star is a dangerous thing. Once you're in it, it can be hard to get out. It's scary. Break the shell and burn down the false light. The Morning Dove there can do it. After all, he's got the answers. Rebirthing such potent themes. You're correct. Answers? I see. So, all this is fake. Do you have a plan, Nageki? No, not really. I just know what the king was thinking when he made this place. I know why he took one of our stars, and I know why only I can break it. If I can, that is, somehow. Well, good luck. Wait! Can't you explain that a little more? Ah, too late. He's gone. No one likes a key character who just shows up with a whole bunch of gnomic advice and doesn't actually say anything useful. Now, mon ami. At least he gave us some hints, right? And some cause for optimism. He said that I could do it. Well, at least the gnomic and hungry old man gave Nageki some clear reassurance. Your planisphere sure is turning out to be useful, Nageki. A little above the very bottom. So, we're right here. And there are 2 stars nearby. And if the stars are what he said, we should be able to find everyone else if we aim for the stars? Let's hope so. And there are 2 suspicious stars up at the top. among us. The false lighthouse. That must be the light we saw from the plaza. And from what he said, we need to break it? All right. Now then, we'll need to head up both sides. This looks like a good time to split up. Don't you think? Happens all the time in longer dungeons and RPGs. I'm ready to roll. No, No.A. Don't split your party. The action economy. If it's a turn-based game like D&D, you're at such a huge disadvantage with less members. Protecting the ladies is always my first priority. I'd like to go with you, mon ami, but I'll go alone. You'll be safer if you've got the map with you, after all. Take care of her, all right? Right. Actually, plot hole, No.A's a cave woman. When does she play video games? She probably has a stone video game console and a stone TV at her house. Kind of like they have in the Flintstones. I think she has technology like that. Or maybe she just has a Nintendo DS that she charges at school. Well, the king very kindly trapped us all in a gigantic evil doom egg. Will we escape from the dream with our lives? Of course we will! After all, this place is crazy! What kind of place doesn't have morning radio aerobics? And so we split up, Nageki and me going through one door, Yuya through the other. True, that's a brick, yeah! A folding brick with 2 screens! We'll wake everyone from this dream and smash this rotten egg from the inside. Yuya's already off and getting stuff done. We'd better move along too. Right. Yuya does seem pretty professional sometimes. He even had a real gun during that time at Christmas. Maybe he really is with the FBI or something. I'm opening the door. Are you ready? Bring it on! The Lying Picture Book. Oh, I forgot about these little sequences. Oh, there we go. Once there was an Oko-san. There was something the Oko-san wanted to find, no matter what. So he ran to the ends of the earth. The Oko-san was very fast. He could run anywhere. He ran everywhere. At the end of the earth, there was a giant hole in the ground. The Oko-san fell into the hole. No one remembers the Oko-san now. Poor Oko-san. Poor Oko-san. Cool! Oko-san is the pudding god! Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding! Oko-san! Hostage confirmed. Moving to secure. Oko-san, let's get out of here. Whitebird spotted. Okay? Cool! Oko-san used wing attack. It's super effective. Sanders does seem like a fighting type. Ow! Ow, Oko-san, that hurts. Calm down and listen to me. Cool! Oko-san is not Oko-san. Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding. You're not being a particularly benevolent god either way. Yeah, Oko-san. God has to listen to the voices of the downtrodden common people. Cool! Really? Yes. Cool! In that case, Oko-san will listen for 3 centimeters. Oko-san, this pudding isn't real. You have to kiss it goodbye and come back to reality. Cool! Silence! So 3 centimeters is about 10 seconds. Looks like it. Oko-san, calm down. I'm really confused about... Okay, my cursor is on stream. This fruit here. Is it an apple? I think it's supposed to be an apple slice. But because it's all green, it sort of looks like a slice of avocado. And that doesn't feel right with the pudding. Oko-san, calm down. This crummy thing isn't the pudding you've been searching for all these years. It has an avocado slice next to it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a green apple, and the peel here is cut like a bunny. Oh, that's true. It could also be a melon. Actually, a melon would make sense. Cool, pudding is pudding. What does No.A know about pudding? I don't know anything about pudding. Think about it, Oko-san. Is the pudding you seek something I could understand? Of course not. It's something beyond and above. Something completely outside my comprehension. Whenever you talk about pudding, it's like it's the meaning of the universe, or final secret of the earth, or some sort of cult deity. No matter how hard you've tried to explain it, I just don't get it. I still don't know what the pudding you're looking for is. But I do understand that it's not something you can find just like that. Cool! Of course not! The pudding is an amazing treasure! Doesn't this strike you as odd, then? How could you have found that amazing treasure without doing anything? Cool? What have you been training for all these years? Haven't you been training so you can find the pudding which sleeps forgotten at the end of the earth? You couldn't possibly find a treasure like that this easily. It's a trap, Oko-san. A fake. You have to remember, Oko-san. Remember the pudding you seek. Coo! 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 And before we know it, we're standing in a room just like the one where we started. Oko-san is saved. Yeah, that was pretty easy. To be fair, I think starting with Oko-san is starting on easy mode, you know? Was everything we saw in here before just an illusion created by the king? Oh, probably, yes. He was hoping to hold us back. Cool! Oko-san has remembered. No.A should go buy him an actual pudding for once after this is over. We should, but there's a very high chance he'd just knock it away and say, "This isn't true pudding, cool." We should still try, though. Cool! True pudding is the universe itself. But it cannot be found in this universe. It is infinite. I don't think I follow. Don't worry, I don't either. Cool! Oko-san must return to Earth and seek the true pudding. The wall cracked? We must be breaking the shell, like the migrant said. You know, I think the thing I enjoy the most about this green egg of doom and saving the people inside it is that this is the end of Gurren Lagann when the anti-spiral traps them in the dreams. It's very much that. And it's good. Oh, I get it. When someone starts thinking, I want to go home, the egg cracks a little. It doesn't look like it'll crack anymore, though, and we probably couldn't break it by hand. We'll need to keep going forward. Cool! Oko-san is going home. Oko-san, wait! Oko-san gallops off into the darkness, snorting and cooing with excitement. I imagine he does... If you've seen a big dog get really excited, and they buck their head and they snort, I think that's kind of how Oko-san acts. He feels about as close to a golden retriever as to a bird. Well, he can probably take care of himself just fine. Probably. My eyes are getting used to the darkness again, and I can make out another door opposite from where we came in. He's the dog of birds. So true. Who will we find in the next room? The unenclosed picture book. Is that a real word? I don't think it is. Once there was a chrysalis. The chrysalis was all alone. It didn't know how to grow up, so it stayed a chrysalis forever. One day, a butterfly came along. The butterfly said, "Let's be friends. I can show you how to become a beautiful butterfly like me." The lonely chrysalis was happy, because it wasn't alone anymore. But its friend the butterfly disappeared soon after. The lonely chrysalis was alone again. It didn't know where to go anymore. It didn't know what it wanted to do anymore. The lonely chrysalis shrank and hardened. Nothing will ever come out of it now. Poor chrysalis. I don't remember who this is. Is this? I don't remember who this is. Poor chrysalis. Merry Christmas! Oh, this is Miru and Kaku. It's the Christmas junkies. And here I was expecting some emotionally charged, heart-wrenching scene. You shouldn't judge by appearances. Oh, actually, this might be the doctor. And it's a reference to the old bird Yowie. Maybe these creatures have some sort of deep internal conflict as well. Well, we did find out that they have a tragic backstory. Miru, Kaku, we need to get out of here. If we stay here too long, we won't be able to go home anymore. Merry Christmas? What? This place is called the Holiday Star, but it's not Christmas, is it? If we don't get out of here, we'll never be able to celebrate Christmas again. Merry Christmas! Shock! 10 times to the 6th. We've had 2 characters in a row that only speak in single words and then parentheses. I suppose that's an expression of surprise? They do appear to be moved. Merry Christmas! That would be bad! Really bad! Merry Christmas! Miru and Kaku want to start preparing for next Christmas. Oko-san coded. They are kind of Oko-san coded. Zoom! Actually, they look... If you remember when all the birds have human portraits, Oko-san's is just a cartoon bird. And they kind of look a lot like that. The 2 of them run off into the darkness. That was a lot easier than Oko-san. But there aren't any cracks in the shell. I'm almost certain this is the doctor, and the butterfly is supposed to be Ryota's dad. There must still be someone here. I guess so. We just went through this plain corridor a little while ago anyway. I already know who will find through that door. An enormous enemy is approaching. Keep your dignity, Nageki. I'm already dead, so I think I'll be safe no matter what, but do be careful, Miss Mono. Oh no. I drank my coffee and I got big. Coming through. Huh? There's no reply, it's just a kitchen. Miss Mono, watch out. What? What happened? Nageki slams into me from behind. Noah freaks it when caffeinated. I start getting a little crazy. I go rolling across the floor. Nageki! And I thought you were such a gentleman. I am as surprised as you are. Complain to whoever attached that thing to the ceiling. A gigantic bear trap is lying on the floor where I stood a moment ago. Did that fall from the ceiling? Oh, do forgive me. It appears to have fallen a little more slowly than I calculated for. Do not fear. I will use more exact measurements next time. What do you mean, do not fear, you people-sidle partridge proprietor? And you're supposed to lay bear traps on the ground anyway. Hanging it from the ceiling? Really? I swear, kids these days can't do anything right. I was planning to modify it such that it would seize the victim's head and then lift them back up to the ceiling. It would help with desanguinization, you see. I see you weren't planning to close after all. My neck hurts just thinking about it. Fluffy heretic chef. I mean, Dr. Iwamine. Your dark fantasy affectations end now. You've noticed too, right? This place isn't normal. We've been shut in. If we stay here for too long, we'll enter a persistent vegetative state. What, you mean he already knows? I read a report on a similar phenomenon where a number of people shared a dream. A few years ago now. I suspect we are under the effects of something not unlike mass hypnosis caused by the eclipse. If that is not the case, you should not be here. Well, at least we don't have to explain it to you. Let's escape together, Doctor. No, thank you. Rejected at the speed of light? Are you more comfortable here, then? Who knows? I haven't even been here for half a day. I haven't quite decided yet. But didn't you say yourself that you're one of those sad people who only love research, Doctor? Your brains will rot and drip out of your ears if you stay in this eternal holiday kingdom with its happy-go-lucky king. It is, as you say. If I have my fill of research, I cannot complain. The term vegetative is not entirely accurate. The brain relinquishes control over the body and sinks into a state of pure, unadulterated thought. Is this not so? You did say that our brains were disconnected from our bodies, so I guess so? To cast away all functions but conscious thought. What a pure state of being. It fascinates me. But do you really want to stay in this dream forever, Doctor? Since when were you the dreamy type? Come on. Dreams are not such rigid things as you seem to think. The activity of the brain is no different while dreaming than while waking. Do we really want this guy out of here, though? Yeah, I feel like we could leave him, and our lives would be improved. But there isn't anything here to use for your favorite diabolical experiments. No. We cannot be so sure about that. The king of this star seems to have absorbed the knowledge and experiences of all who have washed ashore here and blended them into a being capable of conscious action, after all. You've lost me. To put it another way, the birds on this star hold within themselves the capability to replay any number of past events. This star is practically overflowing with material for study. Have no worries there. This isn't the sort of thing that happens every day, after all. Since I have the chance to experience it, I want to stay and take advantage of it. Are you really sure about that, sir? No matter what you study, no matter what you discover, you'll never be able to announce it to the world. I seek knowledge, and knowledge alone. I am not doing this for someone else's sake, or for some earthly goal. I'm doing this to catch up to Ryota's dad, who I have complicated feelings for. Given the chance to engage in unadulterated thought without outside disturbance, I am happy to accept it. Go on ahead. We have nothing more to talk about. The shell cracked! Well, it did crack, but it looks a little subpar. He is, because Ryota's dad is dead. And we've met him. Because he's the migrant. Those cracks must be from Miru and Kaku. Oh, probably. Yeah, gasp! That's not really a spoiler, because we saw what he looked like in the original, I'm pretty sure. And so, he has the same sprite, he just has a hat on. We don't have much time, so we'll go rescue the others. Please reconsider while we're gone, Doctor. Well, we shall see. Ho, 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 ho. This is no time for ho, 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 Fluffatic. I do hope he decides to help us. The infirmary would be awfully lonely without the murderous Fluffatic around. No, actually, I think it would be way better. The infirmary would still have Yuya in it, who is extremely hot and also doesn't try to kill us. And that sounds better, actually. So maybe it's okay if he stays here. Miss Mono. Yes? We've got company. Greetings, travelers. We've already decided to go home. No one likes a host who tries to lock you in their house and make you stay forever. How many of these vague see-through citizens are there anyway? You all should try talking to the king too. Only a tyrant would try to stop visitors from leaving, right? Have you all been here with that king forever? Oh, no, we haven't. We're the same as you. So you came from outside? Oh, you must have been the same. We were very afraid and we came here. Afraid? Nigeki and I had a nice time coming here on a comfortable train with a friendly conductor. I don't remember being afraid of anything. If you came from outside, you have homes to return to, right? Why are you staying here? Because we don't have to worry about anything. No, they're dead. Because there's nothing scary here. The king said, "The king is all, and all are the king." Soon you guests from away will be the king too. All are the king. So there is nothing scary here. Everyone is together. Let's be together. The king is waiting on his royal throne. But the king... His head looking like a fractal makes sense now. Yeah! He's a big blob of bird souls, squished together into a king shape. The king glances nervously at Nageki. The king does not want to be friends with that mourning dove. You don't have to come. That's not very nice of you. The king commanded, you shall stay away. The kings fade into the darkness, leaving their selfish command behind. Wow, Nageki. From the look on his face, I bet the king is changing his royal underwear right about now. He's a bit of a crybaby. I don't think scaring him is very hard. I do wonder about it, though. Why was he so afraid of Nageki? The migrant said something about that, too. Maybe you're the king's natural enemy? Let's hope so. And those vague citizens turned into the king and disappeared. If what they said is true, perhaps everyone who stays here ends up turning into the king? Oh, that was Nageki. That's a bit much. What is this, a horror movie? At least it sounds like he's waiting for us. We've got to go find the others and teach them a thing or two about international travel laws. Hey, Yuya time. Not much variety in the decor here. I must say I'm getting a little sick of it. Wonder how things are going on the roof. I can probably trust Mr. Leon, rather, to keep my body from spontaneously combusting or anything like that. That artistic scientist fellow's probably cleared the clouds away. But the king of this place blocked the moonlight. Search and rescue mission in a zone of total surrealism, eh? This is new even to me. The decorated picture book. Once, there was a beautiful piano. The piano was decorated with gemstones in all the colors of the rainbow. Oh, how it sparkled and glittered. Everyone told it was beautiful. What a beautiful piano. No one had ever seen such a wonderful piano before. The piano's owner was very pleased and decorated the piano even more. Everyone in all the land praised the piano's beauty. No one from anywhere wanted to hear its voice. But the gemstones were heavy, so heavy, and one day they crushed the piano flat. Poor piano. Poor piano. What is this trash? Is there no limit to its vulgarity? The composition is poor, the story juvenile, and the art messy. I opened the door to find a fantail angrily beating a book on the floor. It's nice that this reveals that the people in the dream get to read their own books, and that probably everyone else realizes it's supposed to be them, but Saki is such an idiot. Salutations, Sakuya. I'm glad to see you're still yourself. What? Is there no getting rid of you? What now? The tea party's already over. Is it? That's too bad. I was really looking forward to drinking some of your tea, too. I wouldn't have given you anything even if you had showed up on time. Don't get full of yourself, mongrel. I'll be expecting an invitation card next time, too. Sakuya sticks his beak in the air and coos irritatedly. By the way, what were you reading just now? I pick up the book which Sakuya had thrown on the floor. I haven't the slightest. Do you remember where you found it? Do not treat me like a child. The king gave it to me. I do not mean to insult a gift of royalty, but that thing is amazing. It is like the scribbles of a deranged child. picture book, eh? So this is a little flirtation from the king. Or rather, an invitation to stay here. I suppose it's meant to paint reality in a poor light to flatter the world of dreams. Alas, its message appears to have been lost on Sakuya. Something is wrong with someone who dresses a musical instrument up like a Christmas tree. Instruments come with their own beauty already built in. Gaudiness is hardly the deciding factor in an instrument's value. Indeed, an instrument covered in sparkly gewgaws to impress uncultured fools is the epitome of crassness. Decorating an instrument to the detriment of its tone is absurd, ludicrous. If the author of this drivel was here now, I would sit him down and lecture him for 3 days without break. He continues on, angrily expounding the qualities of musical timbre. Sakuya has the same, what's the word for it again? It's slipping my tongue. Literary comprehension as the average Twitter user. I wonder if he realizes just how much he cares about music. As his brother, I can only hope to see the magnificent blooming of that enthusiasm one day, in the real world. Very true. Visual flair is hardly what an instrument is there for. The piano in here should have used his voice to let everyone know that before he got crushed. Yeah, but mixed with the most obtuse vocabulary right there. If he uses big words, no one will realize that he can't understand basic symbolism. I wasn't created to be decorated. Let me sing. Something like that. Why are you smirking like that? What a distasteful cretin you are. I love how thick-headed you are, Sakuya. It'll save me a lot of trouble. What is this? Do you mock me? Oh, no, quite the opposite. That was praise. I doubt it. Your ridiculous facial expression is proof of your deceit. Oh, forgive me. I was born with it. What am I to do? Now then, I can't spend too much time here. Still can't help loving the dumb rich bird. Yeah. When his dairy pokes out, it's really cute. Maybe it's okay that he's a little racist and a little snobby and a little bit of an asshole. Now then, can't spend too much time here. I doubt whoever I run into next will be as easy as you, after all. I knew you didn't just wander here by chance. Tell me what is happening. You're always good at keeping things moving. Thanks, Sakuya. What? You do not jest? It's hard to believe, but unfortunately it's true. You and I are hooked together with a whole pile of electrical wires right now. You cad! Without my permission? Well, you weren't exactly being responsive. And it's an emergency anyway. Easier to ask for forgiveness than approval, right? Now then, Sakuya. Will you spend eternity having tea here with that cheerful, artistically challenged king? Inconceivable! I will not stand for it! Just who do you think I am? They're really not beating the Gurren Lagann allegations with all of these just who do you think I am? I wonder if there's ever been an interview with Hatomoa where anyone asked, hey, is the end of Holiday Star... Did you watch Gurren Lagann? I am Shirogane Sakuya Labelle. It is completely out of the question. I demand to see the man responsible for this idiocy at once. I shall have a recompense for this gross discourtesy towards me. Sakuya runs off into the darkness, an aura of unusual proactivity about him. No one gets the better of my little brother. Now then, who's next? The Black and White Picture Book. Once upon a time, there lived a white dove and a black dove. The white dove loved the sunflower. The black dove loved the sunflower too. What a beautiful sunflower it was. It was as warm and bright as the sun itself. The sunflower would go out and play with the doves all day long. But one day, the sunflower made friends with a star. And after that, the sunflower always went out at night. Without the sunflower, as bright as the sun to light them, the days became dark. The white dove knew how nice the night star was, and became sad and more sad and cried. The black dove thought the night star should turn into a shooting star and go disappear somewhere far away. Things would be better then. But in the end, both doves froze in the darkness and died. Poor doves. Poor doves. This one's just as bad as the last one. Not my style at all. What did you think of it, Kawara Ryota?
Ah, Ryota! Yee!
The king said you have done nothing wrong. You were the one who found the treasure first. Well, that doesn't mean anything. How I feel doesn't matter. Looks like he's more interested in talking to the king than me. I guess I'm still just not charming enough. The king said that mourning dove is a bad, bad bird. That mourning dove wants to steal something precious from the king. And from you. You must know already that mourning dove is an evil, evil demon. Nageki is a ghost, but he's not evil. I guess he can be scary if you make a mess of the library books, but... The king said, but you are very afraid of him, are you not? Because you can tell that your greatest treasure will be taken far, far away. If you join the king, you will not be afraid of anything anymore. The evil demon will be gone then. The king is waiting for you. After a lot of smarmy babbling, the king disappears. Salutations, O troubled young pigeon. Mind if I join you for a bit? Oh, Yuya. So you've ended up here too? I thought it was just us. Well, I wasn't exactly invited. You know how it is. I'm here to rescue you all. Blah, 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 blah. And please decide to bust out of here and come home with me as soon as possible. I see. So we're all in the same dream after all. So it's not just something I'm imagining all by myself. By all indications, yes. The king there is the host and creator of this charade, and you're all guests. It's almost as if he'd created a private Gmod server and added you all to it. And I'm crashing the party. Everyone dreaming the same dream beneath the starry night sky. Very romantic. So, are you still caught up in this dream? I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore. It's very painful. If this was a private Gmod server, no one might want to leave. Yeah. If they could import all their own models and their own sound effects. Uh-oh, I got caffeinated. Actually, I look kind of cute when that happens. Can I do it again? Ooh, it looks like I'm sleeping. Honk shoo. Oh no, am I stuck? I put my caffeine down already. Oh no. Hold on. I got stuck. Whew, there we go. I got stuck in the dream. If I can't break through the egg, I'm stuck in a dream. Egg breaker. It's very painful. Now let's get back to Ryota's romantic drama. And when I wake up, it might just end up even more painful. From what little I saw of the king's solicitations, I can guess pretty easily what he means. And I am a bit of a specialist in that area. You know by now what it is that's causing you pain, right? I haven't done... Talk to me, Ryota. I'm here for you and I can help you. What's bothering you? What are you afraid of? I really... I like this scene a lot because it's nice to have the characters get to chat with each other without the main character. I really like it when that happens in stories. Especially visual novels, because usually the main character is the focus of every conversation, right? So it's interesting to see the different characters get to kind of have deep little one-on-ones. I like it. Once you've put it into words, you'll know exactly what you need to do. Yeah, you get to see their other sides, because people are different depending on who they're talking with. That's what I think anyway. It's why I talk so much all the time. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? At this rate, you'll rot from the inside. Quite literally at that. Be brave, Ryota. I'm afraid of No.A not being with me, even in this dream. I always worry too much, and at first I thought this dream was just me being scared that someday she'll leave me behind. But I guess that's not it. The No.A I saw here is the real No.A. His eyes flicker about nervously. What he says is true. Even though this is a dream, No.A's acting of her own accord. No.A's been with me ever since we were children. We've been together so long, somewhere along the line I started thinking it would stay like that forever. But it won't. It never would. It was all just my imagination. All of it. His eyes glisten with tears. Ah, how brightly his innocence shines to one as worldly and jaded as myself. He's such a bastard. He's such a bastard man. I like him. He probably hasn't even realized that what he's feeling is love. I took it all for granted. I thought it would last forever. Oh no, my alarm. Calm down, my alarm. I'm gonna finish this scene and then I'll go to work. But for now, shut up. Hold on, I need to turn off the follow-up alarm. That's in case I don't pay attention to the first alarm. But that's not possible. I know No.A better than anyone. I know what she loves and what she hates, what she's good at and what she isn't. I know everything about her, but I don't anymore. Nageki knows a No.A that I don't. Oh, it's just like what I was talking about. That when the different characters talk to different characters, they act different. And not just in this dream. She spends more time in the library every day. If someday I stop being special to her, for that matter, maybe I just thought I was special to her. No, you're my favorite bird! And I control main character. So don't you worry, Ryota, I'm always gonna pick you! I wanna see Coeur Light Gray again! All this time to her, I've been nothing but... Well, what a pickle. If I've been reading the signs right, Nageki and No.A aren't quite to the point where Ryota should be worrying. But his fears are gonna get more and more likely by the day. I need to pick my words carefully. How can I coax this young man's heart back into the real world without breaking it? I don't remember if I have to make the choice here. I'm going to save real quick. Persuasion to the maximum. Oh, that was the choice. Noise. Okay. What is special or believe in No.A? I feel like this is better. Although I should be saying believe in No.A. Believe in me, Ryota. Believe in the me that loves you. Believe in the No.A outside the screen who controls the No.A inside the screen. What exactly do you mean by special? Something irreplaceable? I don't really understand myself. But at the very least, to me, No.A is No.A. No one can ever take her place. So that's it? What were you ever afraid of then? No one can ever be replaced, Ryota. You will never stop being special to No.A in that respect. It's as simple as that. You don't think I'm trying to fool you or anything, do you? That's true, I guess, but that's not it. I'm scared that I just won't be with her as much any... Of course not. You can't stay children forever. Feel like writing me off as a heartless bastard yet? But ignoring me won't change anything. Time will pass and places will change. The first flowers in spring, a shooting star, the rainbow right after a storm, all beautiful and none can be captured and held forever. No matter how fair the flower, it will rot and fall to pieces if you never let it go. But memories will never hurt you. The flower withers, the star falls, and the rainbow fades away, but you will always remember their beauty. Are you telling me to go on alone with nothing but my memories? That's a little pessimistic. What I'm saying is, don't let your fears for tomorrow cloud the memories you're making today. That's too abstract for me. I don't think I understand. How long is he going to keep floundering around? I'll have to be a little more clear. Maybe you'll be an unrequited lover, or maybe you'll live and have a family with No.A, or maybe you'll go your own separate ways. But whatever happens, all the time you've spent with her, all the joy you've had, will still be yours. That just makes it even worse. How could I live without the sun now that I'm used to its warmth and light? I'm scared, Yuya. I don't want to see everything I know collapse around me. This is pretty bad. I've been taking him for a quiet metrosexual, but maybe he's really into the whole total monopolization thing. And as far as I can tell, Miss No.A herself hasn't got the slightest idea all this is going on. She's a lovely lady, but she's kind of dumb. What a sinfully negligent lady. A quiet metrosexual, oh god. Everything changes, Ryota. Time is like that, inconvenient and rude to everyone. Even if you stand still, everything else will leave you behind. No matter how hard you try to prevent change, it'll still come. The world and your friends will still change. If what you really want is undisturbed peace for the rest of your days, you'll have to cut all your ties, leave everyone behind, and become a hermit in the mountains. No, I don't want that. I didn't think you did. Are you planning to ask someone else to stay with you, then? That wouldn't be right. I couldn't ask for something like that. It'd be too selfish. So you think it would be selfish? Aren't you wishing someone would do that for you, just a little bit deep inside? I don't know. Maybe I am. Or maybe you aren't. Right. Aren't you afraid, Yuya? Everything around us is changing, and so are we. We don't know what's ahead. Doesn't that scare you? There are things that scare even me, yes. Even a hero of justice has his weaknesses. What's waiting for me at the other end of this night? The best day of my life? Or the very worst? No one knows, and that's why all we, who cannot see tomorrow, can do is put on our bravest smiles and march boldly into the new day. Isn't that called bluffing? I suppose it is. All this time I've just been trying to look cool, so no one will realize what's going on inside. Sunglasses to hide the tears, baby. But what's wrong with putting on a little show? Yuya's so cool! I love Yuya! I have a question for you. There are only two choices. We're running a little low on time, you see. Kowara Ryota, what do you want to do? You could accept the king's invitation and stay here. Nageki would be removed, you could spend eternity celebrating the endless holiday with No.A, and tomorrow would never come. Nothing would change, and nothing would hurt you ever again. Or you could refuse the king's invitation and return to the real world. Your relationship with No.A will change sooner or later, for better or worse, and a new day will come. Now choose. I won't try to force you either way. You alone can decide what your salvation will be. And in any case, it won't do us any good unless he decides to break free himself. Now then. If I remember Nageki's map right, I should be near the throne room. Oh, we don't get to see what his decision was. I want to keep playing Holiday Star, but I have to work. So, I am going to save. And I am going to say, I break out of this shell. I need to face my changing reality. Actually, I don't want to do that at all. I want to stay in the Holiday Star and play Hatoful Boyfriend. But I have to go to work because otherwise I don't get money and I will starve and die. So, that will be the end of the stream. I think next time we should be able to finish the game. Break out of this shell and jump back into the hamster wheel. Yeah! Well, thanks for coming by for some more Hatoful Boyfriend. We'll finish the game next time, I think. And maybe on the weekend, because I think the rest of it's a little lengthy, maybe? Or maybe on Friday, because I don't have a meeting. I have to work on Friday, but I don't have a meeting in the morning, so I can play a little later if I need to. But yeah, until next time, have a good time of day, and I will see you later. Bye, bye, Keen.